it on and walk over here anyway. Earlier, RM4, again, all my videos that concern the build are titled, I'm Rambling Man, so it's titled RM1, RM2, RM3, but also in other videos that won't have the RM designation on it, okay? But anyway, on RM4, I showed you how I build the walls up there. This is a mock-up. These are the studs in the trailer, okay, and I put in the rigid insulation, the furring strips, and then put in, this is all covered in RM4, you may want to go back and look at it. But anyway, you got that, and then you put in another insulation, then another furring strip, and you go on up. Alright, let's see here. I hope what did happen to my, oh, here it is. So, we're going to do the wiring part today. Let's say, you know, you're looking around the wall and you want to put a box right about there. Okay. So, you're running your wires, you know, one coming in, one going out, or you can, if it's one, sometimes, if it's not cut, I just loop it here till later and cut it, but this has been cut, so I just run my wires like that. And when it's actually on the wall, they're loose, and you got to put plywood over it. So to keep them in place, I use a little bit of Handyman Friend duct tape. This is Gorilla Tape, man. This stuff, I love it. Anyway, you can tape it down temporarily. You'll see why. Okay. For now. Alright. Then, okay, you measure over whereabouts it's going to be on the sheet of plywood. Okay, where your hole's going to be. Now, I had done this earlier, so this one, I already cut it out, but this saves a full sheet of plywood going over your thing. Alright, so you got this, like this. Come on. Heck you that. Yeah, right. Anyway, you pull your wires up to there, and get your stuff up here. Alright, and then you take your, well, man, such a, okay. Alright, sorry about disorganization, it's the way it is. Let's say this hole isn't cut in there, alright. You take your box and hold it down there, and take your magic marker, mark it out. That's a good outline. Take your drill, punch in 4 corners, or actually you only need 2, and then take your, you know, this isn't on the wall yet. Okay, you're just marking this out on, you know, on the sheet, and then you cut this out with your scroll saw. I don't want to show that. I've done this, you know, simple construction, done this before, right? And then you got a nice hole. I like to make it tight, and I use a shallow box because you have to. And you look and say, oh, hey, there's not enough room. Well, that's where the handy steak knife comes in. I've talked about this before in the other video. What a good deal this is. Alright, take and cut this out. Okay, like so. It's a little, you know, involved, but much I was telling you, you don't have much room, you know, on the walls of these things. And the guys that, you know, just use the one layer like most of them, I don't know how they do their electrical. They must run it on the outside or something, I don't know. But anyway, pop your styrofoam out of there. Alright, there you go. And clean it up. Usually I have a vacuum running and get out in the trailer. But for, you know, demonstration purposes, I don't here. Alright. And you put your plywood. There we go. Back in, you got your wires there. Okay. Boom. And install your box. You got a hole here, and you put this one over it. Over into the box. Now the problem is, when you put this one in, you're not going to be able to close this box in. So I'll show you. I took a burr bit earlier and ground this down. Okay, you see what you got there? And I showed earlier, you can buy, you know, a bunch of these bits online for $5, and they're good to have. If you make a hole in your trailer, you need to ream it out a little. They're just handy items to have. Alright, then you put your one wire in like that. Now that this is reamed out, you can go straight down with this, you see? And otherwise, to get a tight fit, this is going to come out here and it's not going to work. But this, cross my fingers here, should work okay. Alright, so you get that in there, and then that is a tight fit. Okay, see, that's really how you want it to go in. See how nice that is? You got your wires there to hook up to your plug. Then get some real flathead screws. I don't know if you can see these alright. But these actually came off the plywood that held it on, the plywood on the walls originally. Okay, and you take these and put them in like so. Alright, I'm not going to bore you with putting in 4 of these, but you have to take my word for it. Alright, see, now that locks up really good. And, you know, put your other ones in. Maybe one more just. You can also put a Phillips head in your gun. Saves a lot of time. I'm just doing it by hand now. Okay, there we go. Snug it up. What makes you know there? See that? Now that is a nice fit, flush. I put 4 in. I really like these anchor good. And then later you come back and, you know, strip these back and put your plug in. Okay, I hope you learned something from this. That's how I wired it. Later, when we get on farther, I'll show you how to run. When you run 4 or 5 of these in series, and then you run what's called a home run, back up to your panel. And that's easy, and I'll show you how to run it into your panel. And that's pretty much it with the interior wiring. That's about the only way I could do it with, you know, the thin walls you got here. And it comes up nice. Alright. Okay, boys and girls, this is Rambling Man. No one's told you today I love you, and I'm gonna walk around and shut this thing off and hope I get to be a more professional movie maker, editor later. Alright. And you guys have a good day. This should be RM5. Starting RM6, I'm pretty excited about going and doing solar panels. If you read or see my previous videos, I did one on decision whether to make your panels tiltable or not.